Chapter 1. The day the country ran out of coppers. Both kinds. I woke up at bollocks to the sound of next door's staffy trying to shag the wheelie bin again. Romantic bastard. Sun weren't up, but the mould on bedroom ceiling were glowing like a nightlight. Radioactive black, the colour of Tory promises. I reached for the alarm clock. Dead. Smart meter had decided £3.40 credit weren't enough to keep a 60-watt bulb alive past 4 a.m. Welcome to 2025, where even at the electric owes you money. Downstairs, the postman had been. One brown envelope, one red bill, and a leaflet from the local council saying they're consulting on whether to collect bins fortnightly or monthly. Monthly? That's not a bin collection, that's archaeology. By March, they'll be digging up chicken bones and thinking they've found a Roman villa. The brown envelope were from DWP. Inside, a letter so beautifully written, it could only have come from a civil servant who's never met an actual human.
Right, quick break from the misery. If you're enjoying me moaning like a man whose chips have gone cold, do us a favour. Smash that like button so hard, your phone thinks you've dropped it downstairs. Subscribe as well. It's free, and it annoys the algorithm. Lob a comment below, tell me what's personally ruined your life this week. I might reply, I might just read it out loud to the dog and laugh. Either way, your therapy's cheaper than mine. Any road, back to the shit.
Following the autumn budget that nobody voted for, your state pension age has been dynamically realigned to 82. This is to reflect increased life expectancy in Kensington and Chelsea. Increased life expectancy, my saggy ass. Up here in God's country, we're lucky to see 74 if we lay off the chips and the fighting. But apparently, if you drink kale and play paddle tennis in SW3, you live to 105, so the rest of us have to keep grafting till we dust. I turned the letter over. On back, they'd helpfully printed a QR code. Scan here to see how little your pension will be worth in real terms. I scanned it with my phone, on 3% battery, cause charger's busted. It took me to a government calculator that just says, yes. Outside, the milk float were late again, not because of snow. We don't get proper snow anymore, just a sort of wet disappointment that ruins your shoes. No, the milkman was stuck behind a pothole so deep it had its own ecosystem. I watched from the window as he tried to reverse. Front wheel disappeared. Then the whole float listed like the Titanic. 2 goldfish and a frog opted out. I'm not even joking. That all's been there since Rishi was still pretending he were one of us. Council came out, stuck 2 traffic cones round it and called it traffic calming. I decided to walk to post office to cash my pensioner's Christmas bonus. £10, same as 1978. That'll buy you half a pint and a bag of pork scratchings if you go on a Tuesday before 3 p.m. and flirt with the barmaid. Road were a slalom of destroyed suspension. My neighbour, Mad Maureen, was sat in a micro crying because she'd just lost 2 tyres and a no-claims bonus to a crater outside the chippy. She'd reported it 47 times. Council's automated reply. This pothole is ranked 4,872nd in priority. Current estimated fix date, June 2031. Have you tried driving a tank? Got to post office. Queue outdoor, obviously. Bloke in front of me had a Zimmer frame and a letter saying his winter fuel payment were now means tested. He earns £11,400 a year and they've took it off him. Means tested, he says, means if you're not actually dead yet, you don't qualify. Postmistress were behind 2 inches of bulletproof glass, looking like she'd aged 10 years since yesterday. Sign on the counter. Sorry, no cash. Card only. I says, love, I've come for me £10 Christmas bonus, not to buy an iPad. She just shrugged. Machine's broken. Has been since Starmer's first week. They've got a whip round jar for the staff party instead. Currently stands at £4.37 and half a packet of polo mints. Walked home past the old folks' home, now a travelodge. Past the library, now a vape shop called Booky McBookface. Past the NHS dentist, boarded up since 2019. Sign still says, we're experiencing unusually high demand. Aye, demand for teeth. By time I got back, the staffy next door had finished with a wheelie bin and moved on to recycling. Good lad. Protein. I put kettle on. Gas this time, 'cause Lecky's gone again, and sat down with a paper. Front page. Chancellor's smiling like a cat that's shat in your shoe. Difficult decisions today for a brighter tomorrow. Tomorrow can kiss me cold dead backside. Back page. Local lad died waiting 14 hours in A&E with chest pains. Coroner ruled misadventure. Misadventure! He misadventured himself right into the ground because some algorithm decided his pain score were only 6 out of 10. I looked at my own chest. Bit tight today, actually. Probably not. Probably the kebab again. Or the rage. Hard to tell these days. Any road, I folded the paper up, used it to block the draft under the door, and made a decision. I'm writing this book, 'cause if I don't laugh, I'll swing for somebody, and the prisons are full. This country's not broken, lad. It's been taken round the back of the sheds and properly fucked with a rusty pole, and they're still telling us to smile while they do it. Chapter 2 coming up. The NHS, where hope goes to die in a corridor that smells of piss and misery. Pasta Bob and biscuits flour. We're just getting started. Big bastard Bob. Still breathing. For now.
Any road, if that's got you raging as much as it's got me, pop over to www.owencroft.com. There's more books, more rants, and a few things what'll make you spit your tea out. Go on, I'll still be here when you get back. Probably moaning about something else. Ta-ra for now.